Because if it's like a brother and sister that moves into the family house and they're in the house, right?
Hmm.
If the brother is down on his luck and he's not really paying anything, the sister's gonna be reluctant to pay anything too, because she's gonna feel like she's being taken advantage of as a part of keeping this thing going. Let's have somewhere to live. Like,
See,
okay,
and this is what I'm saying.
but that's a
There's
pride thing too. Like
no,
that's the
there's like
thing where it's like,
there's a fundamental difference between black community and other communities,
mhm,
right? And the difference is the fact that in the black community, when you stay home in your family house, it's because you have to, right? Whereas in other communities, that Indian family, the son is in college and he's going to be a lawyer. And even as a lawyer, when he's in the field and he started his career as a lawyer, he's making money. He's still living in the house where he doesn't really have to. He could go out and get an apartment and start spending his money on the
yeah,
apartment, but the goal is to save up money in order for him to buy a house. And he's going to stay there. And he'll even start, maybe he might get married. He might start starting a family. And then he gets to the point where he can move out and buy a house. He's not going to.
then to talk about the other layer of it is that you're giving relief to the older person in your family too. So
But
you're contributing. You're not
but
paying the full rent that you would pay in the market, but you're contributing. You're taking on a couple of bills. You're putting something in, and that's taking a burden financially off of your older, even maybe retired. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
People that own the house and everything like that.
absolutely.
It's just an ecosystem that is beautiful. I mean, I used it. You know what I mean? Like I moved out of my parents' house into my own house. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
When it was time for me to go and to go rent an apartment, I looked around, I looked in the basement, and I'm like, okay, we got some junk down here.
Hmm.
I built a basement apartment. You know what I mean? And I paid rent in that basement apartment. I built my own apartment, made my own entrance, put my own kitchen, put everything down there, paid. I mean, I didn't pay full market value,
Hmm.
but I paid, according to what I put into the house and everything like that. It was a decent amount, and my brother did the same.
Hmm.
We stayed there until we bought our houses.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and I hope to do that for my daughters. I hope to, and I would expand. You make the house bigger. You're there. You know what
But
I'm
what
saying?
happens in our community
Mhm.
when we get a job, we get a career, we start getting money? It's like, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Or
I shouldn't. No, no,
mom or dad is putting you out.
no. There's that part also.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely that part in the black community,
Yeah.
but also a lot of the times the ideology of the child
Yeah.
or the or in the parents
Mhm.
is you making such and such amount of money, you can afford to get your own place, right? So
So why don't people just see it as money wasted? Like, why would you give someone else money? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
because
I
we
mean, it's a sense of freedom.
it's
Like, all
it's
right, if
it's a
the
different
household is
mentality.
toxic, if it's a bad household, if you're gonna be paying and you're still gonna be treated like a child, there are reasons to leave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But all those things aside, if it's a pretty good relationship, let's find a way to A, lessen your burden, and B, lessen the burden on your peoples. And you got that apartment, the house is gonna be worth more. Maybe another family member might move in when you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just keep this thing going. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
It worked for me.